Welcome friends, this is your Vairava Palanichamy and we have been talking about the competitive exam strategy. So today's topic is you have to have a sufficient time to revision. So that is revision of subjects. Why we need revision of subjects? Normally most of the boys and girls preparing for competitive exams, they have a plan of work. In that plan of work, what they do, continuously they prepare new subjects until the end of the examination. So very important that you should have a plan to revise your subjects. Now as per our memory retention, memory recall, remembrance, all this plan which you really keep it for a human brain, it's like even a great person, great personality cannot remember things forever. When you read it, maximum it's like 21 days or 25 days or 1 month, really we lose at least 75%, only 25% remains in brain. In fact, 50% we really forget in 48 hours. You just imagine it, what happened, but in one reading. And second reading, third reading, which I have been telling that when you read in a school's life and then college life, that's a huge difference. The school life, you read again and again because that retention and recalling and remembrance, all these things, recalling it's very huge because of multiple reading, multiple writing, multiple exam, multiple model exams. But this is not happening in civil services. Civil services are any competitive exam, whether it's a state services or a NEET or IIT JEE or a CUT or a CLAT, all the exams come under this category. So how we have it? There is a syllabus. That syllabus, how we really do it. So normally keep a timetable. Most people really, they don't do the timetable also. If at all somebody doing this timetable, most of them they are not able to really cope up with the timetable, and even they are keeping the timetable and then they keep very less time for your preparation of revision. So normally I tell people, because it's very important, suppose you have a plan for 6 months, keep at least 45 days for your revision. See, under these 45 days, even 30 days, you keep 25 days for a full revision, and then another 4 or 5 days in the last few days, you keep it for entire revision. So what is the style of reading and then recalling things? When you in the style of reading and recalling things, you just read it continuously a subject and it goes into the hours and months and years sometime. But it cannot go beyond certain period. For example, you have to read 12 books for an examination or 15 books for examination. Under that, those 15 books or 12 books, are you going to really stick to all the pages or all the lines? No. Normally what happens, some people have the habit of making a notes. Some people have the habit of marking that important questions in the first time. In fact, this one point which I want to reiterate, normally the first reading will not understand which one is an important point. So best to really mark it or best to take a note is second reading. But do you have or can you afford that second time reading of these things? But you have to do it. So what happens in the first reading itself, better you read a chapter and then reading and continuously go ahead to the preparation. After completing, second time you read it, you take points or take the marking. So when out of the 6 months which you plan, or if you are keeping 1 year plan and keep those things in 9 months or 6 months is like 4.5 months. Keep 45 days, or if it is 1 month, 1 year, and keep last 2 months or 3 months for your revision. So what you read 1 year back or 6 months back, you will not remember not even 10%. So second time when you read it for 30 days or 40 days, whatever the time frame you have kept it, that recalling and remembrance and reiterating those points will be for few more days. But that also again you will forget it in 48 hours as per that memory retention capacity of individual. So what happens when those points are read? First, when you read a book, it takes days together. But when you revise it the second time, it takes only few days. And third time when you read that same book, you will be able to finish it in 4 or 5 hours. You know what is the point coming next. Because if you have really read a subject very thoroughly, it is very easy to really recollect it where the points are. In the moment you read and you open the book, and then when you flip it, you know that this is a point coming, this is a point, you marked it. right? So that's what we say, that the first reading don't mark it. Second reading you mark it, which one is important, which one is not important, and how the questions can come. Or if at all you have a habit of really taking notes, it's best. And second time you take it, first time you don't take it. So first you read a chapter and take those points, and in the revision point you just need not go through the book, but you read it. But we have been telling the notes making also. The notes making very, very important. Somebody is traveling long places and then somebody is going on off or something, leave or something. You need not carry the entire truck of books, but just keep your gist of book papers, which is more than enough for a few days for recollecting those points. So that's what that notes making is very, very important. And the advantage of notes making is that you have a source, and in that particular source you have made certain points. But suppose you find some other source in the same topic that you are finding some more points, then you have some space and then you add those points also, right? When you are preparing for an examination, you just have a 2-mark question to 25 marks question. For example, any topic, suppose somebody is asking for 2-mark question, then it has to be written in 18 to 25 words, and you finish it. And then same thing, you have to finish it in 250 words or 300 words, which you have to make it. And the same thing that follows, same thing follows. That means the same topic you should be able to really do it in 20 words, and same thing you should be able to really do it in 200 words or 300 words. So you have to have a points to compress it and expand it. So you have so much of points, right? So these points are ready. When you really read that master book, there are contents, it's contents, and the second time you go through those points marked in the book, that another, second reading. And third reading, you read your notes. That will be very quick. People can finish it in 2 days. Suppose your exam is Sunday, you start it on Friday, and Saturday evening you will be able to thorough your all written notes, because which already you read twice in the first reading, and second revision you have done it before the examination, that's around 30-40 days, and finally 2 days, that's 48 hours, you will be able to really finish all number of big books into small contents notes. So revision. Why revision is important? Which I told you, human brain does not keep all those things which we are reading, and then it doesn't come in your brain continuously. So we have a habit of forgetting. It is a nature. You never bored or never you tell yourself, or you just people you really condemn themselves also, saying that no, I am not able to really do it, and curse themselves that no, I am not able to do it. No, it is natural to forget things, but how to reiterate memory? So for that you have to revise subject. For that you keep a time schedule. According to the time schedule, have at least 2 reading more. In a single second reading you will not be able to really correlate those points with the question. So have a big book reading, marking, writing, and second reading of the big book, and the third reading is from your own notes you prepared it, because you can correlate the notes with your book which you already prepared it. So it's very, very important to know and understand notes making as well as revision. I am telling you, most of the boys and girls, they fail in that mostly, it's more than 90% of them, they don't do the revision. When you don't do the revision, you will be able to recollect only 30 to 40% of the subject you studied. So in the last 4 or 5 days or a week time, according to you, how much syllabus you have, the revision is more and very, very important. So keep those things in mind. So revision is important because your brain, it's habitual to forget things in every 8 hours, 24 hours, and 1 week and 1 month and 1 year, and long forgetting, we have a habit. So to reiterate memory, then you have to do this revision. The revision is very, very important part in your any examination in your life. Keep on doing the revision and have a time frame for revising the subjects before the examination. That will help you to really crack any type of examination in this world, right? So the takeaway point is very, very important, is have a time frame, have a timetable to revise your subjects you already studied for long period of time. So revision of subject, have a time in revision of subject before your examination. That is a takeaway point, right? So thank you very much, and then we will be taking some other subject and some other topic for the next review. Thank you very much.
For more videos, subscribe our channel. Please like, share and comment. Don't forget to click the bell icon.